Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a video instead of a face-to-face training for Cogat. We usually do a face-to-face training, but we're all super busy this week, and for the sake of time and so that you guys do not have to give up your break this week for anything that has to do with training, I'm going to go ahead and just do a video. So Cogat is a test that is taken in the classroom every year. It's not a test about curriculum. It is a test that it's administered in a group. It's an assessment that's intended to estimate students' learned reasoning and problem-solving abilities. So the information that we get when the kids take this test is very valuable. It helps us identify students for Quest, which is the gifted program. It helps us identify students for the dyslexia program, some things like that. And then we get back a student profile sheet, and it gives us some specifics about the kid and their best learning styles and things like that. So, but we'll worry about that when we get it. So what I'm going to be talking to you about today is the procedures for getting your test, the procedures for administering and monitoring, and then turning your test booklets into me. So first off, the window for Cogat is October 10th through the 27th. So here is next Monday. We have Fair Day. And then the window opens on the 10th. So that we have the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Then we have the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. 23rd is a professional development day, so your students will not be here. Then we have the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. And that looks like a lot of days to get this done, because if you look at the Scantron, there it is. Look at the answer document, you're like, oh, because you're supposed to do one section a day. You're like, oh, 3 days, yeah. Something happens, it doesn't end up being like that. But, so technically we have 13 days to do this, but one of the days, third grade will be out at a training. We have PSTs on the 20th. On the 19th, the lady that did the ALPS training, they're going to come and do another training or another information session with you guys. So the goal is to get most of the tests administered in the first section of the window, in the first part of the window, as opposed to waiting until like the 25th, 26th, 27th, to where you have to do multiple sections. So we want to try and go ahead and just take care of it early on. So what does this mean? What do you need to do? Okay, well, starting on Tuesday, you guys can come to my office. You're gonna check your text booklets out. I know sometimes this week I met you guys down at the cafeteria with your testing folder. For Cogat though, you guys have to come to my office. They're in big tubs. You have to count the number of test booklets. You have to count and make sure you have that same number of Scantrons. And you have to check them out every day or sign them out, and then I have to sign them in every day. So it doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. 6th grade, you can come on your break. 5th grade, you could come on your break if you wanted to allot some time after specials. 3rd grade, you probably could too. 1st grade, your special is not till the afternoon. So you probably need to come in the morning or at lunch. So it's up to y'all. However you're going to carve the time out. So the only grades that are taking Cogat this year are 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 6th. somehow second and fourth grades, the district decided they were not going to take this assessment this year. So I don't know how that will work with referring kids in second and fourth grade for Quest or dyslexia. But so it's just first, third, fifth, and sixth. So this is how it's going to work. Let's say I'm Carol Strapp. In the morning, I come to Miss Selznoff's office, and let's pretend it says I've got 20 tests. I'm going to count, make sure I have 20 test booklets. I'm also going to count, make sure I have 20 answer documents, and a manual, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a manual ahead of time. And then I'm going to initial them out right here. I'm just going to put CS, Carol Strapp. Those are also my initials. So I'm going to check them out. I am going to go back to my class, whatever. I'm ready for test administering time. First grade, yours is a little different. Yours is not timed because you have to do most of the sections with the kids. But again, you're allowed to do it whole group. If you want to break it up into smaller groups, you may do that. But we'll talk more about that. So I'm going to use a third grade booklet, third grade manual to read some directions out of so that I can model passing out the stuff, reading the directions so that you guys all know what you're expected to do. So in all the manuals, all the directions have been tabbed for you, okay? So there's a little tabby thing on the outside. You've got your kids in the room. Their desks are clear. They're not doing anything else. They're just waiting for you to tell them what to do. So I start with, today we're going to take the cognitive abilities test. In this test, you will answer questions that use words, numbers, and shapes. Your answers to the questions will help us understand how you learn. Be sure to do your best. Now I will pass out the test booklets, answer sheets, and pencils. Place them on your desk and wait until I give further instructions. Do not open your test booklet. Okay, so then I go over to my bin. And I would have 2 stacks, okay? Or I would just go like this. So I've got someone from Miss Quinones' class. So each kid has a sticker with a barcode on it. Or if they came to McWhorter after the file was sent to Riverside to create the barcode stickers, I have personally bubbled in all the information. So everything's going to be in alphabetical order. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to make sure that Uziel Aguilar, this one goes with him. He's going to get a testing booklet. My next person, I'm going to make sure that one goes to them. So just make sure that the name that's on the answer document, that's who that answer document goes to. Okay, so you've passed out your answer documents. First grade, you guys know that you don't have answer documents. You have booklets, but the booklets will still have the sticker, or it'll all be bubbled in by me. So you passed out booklets or bubble sheets and booklets. Okay, on page 14, that's where you read that first set of directions. Today we will blah, blah, blah. Well, the next part says instructions for completing identification information. Skip. Say it with me. We're going to skip on over those because every student, like I just showed you, has a barcode sticker, or I have bubbled in all their information. They don't need to do anything on this side. Nothing. It'll all be done. So if they have a sticker or it's already bubbled in for them and they bubble something, it voids this entire sticker. So let's make sure that they don't bubble anything. And if for some reason they always want to bubble their birthday, they never want to bubble their name because their name takes too long. They always want to bubble their birthday, and they always want to bubble if they're a male or a female. I don't know why. But if you'll just point out to them that all that information is right here. I have their birthday. I know if they're a male or a female. I'm not questioning it. But they always want to tell me their birthday and if they're a male or a female. I don't need to know. I already got it. So they're not going to bubble any of the information. So after you read the first section on page 14 that says distribute materials, you are skipping all the way to page 19 where it says taking the test. Taking the test. 19. Okay, so everybody has their Scantron or their booklet and a pencil. So this is where you're going to start the test and you're going to do a sample problem with them. It says look at page 3 in your test booklet. Find the words taking the test. So if I'm a teacher, I'm going to say, after I say that, I'm going to say, okay guys, I need everybody to get your magic finger or your nose picking finger or whatever you want to tell them, or their pencil, maybe for the cool kids. Get your pencil. Open up to page 3. Put your pencil or your magic finger on the part where it says taking the test. I'm going to walk through, make sure everybody's where they need to be so that I can continue to read the directions and I know that they're able to follow along because they're on the right page. So everybody, all my kids are on page 3. Read these directions silently while I read them aloud. This test booklet contains 9 different tests. These tests will give you a chance to show how well you can solve problems that use words, numbers, and shapes. Mark all of your answers on your answer sheet. Do not write in this test booklet. Be sure to mark your answers in the row that has the same number of questions you are answering. Try to answer every question, but do not spend too much time on the ones you find difficult. Answer all the questions that you can. Then if you have time, go back and answer any questions you have skipped. If you are not sure of the answer, choose the one you think is correct. If you want to change an answer, erase your first mark on the answer sheet completely, then fill in the circle for the answer you think is correct. The directions for each test will show you how to answer the questions and mark your answers. Wait until you're told to begin before turning the page. So then I would say, okay, does everybody understand those directions? Then say, okay, well, we're going to turn the page. So it says turn the page to test 1, which is verbal analogies, on page 5 in your test booklet. This is a practice page. So you're going to read these directions to them. And then it says, look at the first sample question below, S1. Right and left, over and... The first 2 words are right and left. Right is the opposite of left. Now look at the third word, over. The answer must be the opposite of over. Under is the opposite of over. So then it says to hold up a copy of the answer sheet. So I have grabbed somebody's answer sheet off their desk. And I'm going to point to where it says Test 1, verbal analogies. Now again, first grade, yours is a little different because you guys write in the booklet. So you're going to point to where it says sample 1, you'll grab a booklet. And where it says S1, you're going to mark the answer for what it says to bubble in for S1. So they get 2 sample questions to do with you. So you're going to go through the next sample question. You're gonna make sure that they're on the right section on their bubble sheet. And then it says you have 10 minutes for this test. Try to answer every question. If you cannot answer the question, try the next one. Then if there's time, go back to the questions you skipped. If you finish early, check your work on this test, but do not go on to the next test. Then if there are no questions, then you say you may begin. Set your timer, 10 minutes. Set it on your clock, your watch, your iPad, your phone, whatever. Set it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes goes off. You're done. Tell them to stop. Put their pencils down. You can give them a couple minutes. Take a brain break. Stretch, whatever. It's only been 10 minutes. Then if you have time, go on to the next one. There are 9 different sections. 9. They say to try and do 3 a day if you can. So that's 30 minutes technically for testing, but you need to allot about 45 minutes for altogether for passing it out, reading the directions, and doing the tests. So first grade, yours aren't timed, like I said, so yours are a little bit different. Yours are going to take a little bit more time, but luckily we only do this once a year. So, okay, so what do? You're done. You've completed all the sections you're going to complete for that day. You've done 2 sections or 3 sections, whatever. What you're going to do is you are going to collect your answer documents. They need to be in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D. If you don't want to do it, have a kid do it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Alphabetical order. Collect all your booklets. Put them in your bucket. However many you checked out, make sure you have that many. So if I'm Carol Strapp, I'm looking and I don't know if this is how many you have. I'm just pretending. So it said I had 20. So I'm going to count 20. I have 20 answer documents. Sometime during the day before 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. Cut off. Please don't make me call you. I'm a busy lady. I know you guys are too. But I don't want to call you. I can't track you down. I love you, but I will not stalk you. Or will I? Sometime before 2 o'clock. If it's impossible before 2 and you need to come after dismissal, please just give me a call. Okay? You're going to come. I'm going to count your stuff. I am going to, if it's correct, I'm going to sign that it came in and that you had the number that I checked out to you. If you do not have the correct numbers, I'm going to send you back to your room and I'm going to tell you, go check blah, blah, blah's desk because I guarantee that's where the Scantron is. So, pick up your stuff, administer your tests, collect them, count them, bring them to me. I'll sign them back in. I'll have some handouts for you in case you forget everything that I'm saying in this lovely little video. Let me see, what else? I'm about to run out of time. My phone has like 0 storage. Okay, start on Tuesday. If you have any questions, call me, email me, text me, whatever you need to do. I will be happy to answer anything. Oh, yes, you have an oath that says you're not going to cheat, you're not going to help the kids cheat, you are not going to share any of the information that you have seen. You have to come to my office to fill this out. All you're going to do is sign it and date it. But to make sure that everybody has watched this, I'm going to come up with a question unique for every person in the grade level. Because I need to know that you watched it. Okay, or you know what you can do? You can like it or subscribe on YouTube. I'll figure that out in a minute. But I don't think that you're going to tell me that you watched it if you didn't, because I know you wouldn't do that, because you are all very honest people. Okay, guys, hopefully this 20 minutes is way better than the hour we normally spend after school. So, yay! Thank you guys so much for all your hard work. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye.